Yo, what is up, guys? Dashing here, bringing you episode 150 of Friday Night Genesis. Episode live from St. Petersburg. And we are just a couple of days away from Exodus. An absolutely stacked pay-per-view from top to bottom, and we know that in the main event, a triple threat match for the Alpha World Championship. Pat LaFave either shows up and defends his title, or he is stripped. And to make sure there is no outside interference from not just the regime, but the rebellion and the kingdom as well, and the remnants of Unmatched, of course, it will be contested within the confines of Hell in a Cell. Reese Ortiz versus Tops Newsome versus Pat LaFave for that Alpha World Championship, and a whole lot more, including a matchup just announced earlier this week, guys. Unfortunately, light heavyweight champion Flatters in his tag team matchup last week was injured, suffered a very nasty concussion, and he's going to be on the shelf for who knows how long, and thus has been stripped of the light heavyweight championship. A new champ will be crowned at Exodus in a fatal five-way ladder match. Already 4 contestants announced, them being Azrael, Kevin Silva, El Tejera, and No Fun Martini. The 5th, we do not know just yet, but one of those 5 hoping to grab a bit of momentum at the top of our show. The Party Policeman welcoming a newcomer in the form of Mike Kirsch, who likes to call himself the Almond Joy of wrestling. I don't really get that reference, but, well, hopefully we learn more about this superstar as the weeks go on. Here tonight, our main event going to be a handicap match, guys. International champion Brett Angel actually wanted the handicap match. It was initially supposed to be Bob Luger and Matt Devious facing Xander Slate and Brett Angel, when at the top of the very first ever launch talk show, and Bob Luger's guest was supposed to be between Luger and Angel. That ended up culminating in a hell of a brawl. Devious would then get involved, and Xander Slate surprisingly came of Brett Angel, but, well, he regretted it, threw Xander Slate right into the golden statue of Bob Luger and said, "I don't need Slate's help, I'll do it on my own." And so it's going to be Brett Angel versus Matt Devious and Bob Luger in our main event. But speaking of tag team matches, guys, this Sunday, a colossal tag team match put together after what happened, the culmination of last week. It's going to be Andrews and Braxton Sutter taking on the team of Tim LaFave and Paul Devine. And we're actually going to see Sutter going one-on-one with LaFave a little bit later on. And here comes Constable Martini, the former international champion, looking to pick up his 2nd title this Sunday. Have experience in ladder matches. He was a part of the Money in the Bank ladder match at Ascendant 6 some months ago. Almond Joy of pro wrestling. Again, no idea what that means, but referee James, will ring the bell, and what a way to start. Martini just blasting Kirsch's head off with that single boot. Good Lord. Following through with some stomps to the knee. Reverses, though. Short off shoulder block. This would be a great debut victory for Kirsch. And again, we don't know who that 5th superstar is in the ladder match this Sunday. Maybe Mike Kirsch gets the victory here. General Manager Castle. That spot, what a punch. Martini gets full control. Stomp to the gut of Mike Kirsch. Tries to follow it up with a kick to the back. Mike Kersh sidesteps it. Ooh, nice bet. Wait a minute, what the hell? Wait, it's Jaquan Shea! Jaquan Shea, who returned earlier tonight, the former two-time Anarchy champion off a 4-month hiatus, came back earlier, and now he's out here. Is he the fifth man in the Exodus ladder match to crown a new light heavyweight champion? He just distracted Mike Kersh momentarily, allowed him to take advantage. Kersh kind of reversed the momentum of that roll-up, though. And now, as Jaquan, is he gone? Did he leave? Was that just a quick appearance? Or if so, I don't see him anywhere. Just came out here to send a message. Although I have gotten word, guys, from Castle Fave that indeed Jaquan Shea is the fifth and final competitor in the ladder match this Sunday at Exodus, rounding out the group. And so that is good. Oh, no, there he is. He did not dip. I couldn't see him. Mike Kersh trying to maintain focus as he lines up Martini here. Okay, what was that? He just threw a punch from the apron. It didn't connect, believe it or not. Martini. Man, that is a stacked lineup for the ladder match. So many former champions. Azrael. Oh, low blow! Kersh just got himself disqualified. Mike Kersh didn't like the way the match was going. Decided to low blow Martini. Gives Martini the win by disqualification, and the newcomer is left standing tall. But, well, I don't know if I agree with his methods. Martini grabbing at his regions. Jaquan Shea looked like he was having himself a good old laugh ringside at the sight of that. Is it lagging really bad, guys? Why is it lagging? Literally, the freaking quality is down so low, it should not be lagging at all. How bad was the lag? Was it like unbearable? You literally couldn't see anything going on? So I'm gonna say if so, then we'll see how it is in this match. And if it's that bad, I guess I'm gonna have to stop it and lower the quality even more. I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see what's going on if I lower the quality more than it already is. Anyhow, before that match ended abruptly, I was saying how absolutely stacked the ladder match is. Azrael, a former two-time international champion, former Fusion tag team champion. Kevin Silva, a former world tag team champion. El Tejera, former unmatched internet champion. And then you've got No Fun Martini, of course, former international champion. Now Jaquan Shea, a former two-time Anarchy champion. Yeah, well, let me know how it is in this next match here. If it's too bad, then I guess I'll have to stop the stream, restart. Quality. Something's going on my internet. Something's funky around here. Gonna have to do the old room move around or something. But anyway, as I touched on during our first match, guys, the culmination of last week's show saw this alliance formed between Braxton Sutter and Chris Andrews. It was Andrews who defeated Tim LaFave in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Afterwards, Braxton Sutter would come out, apparently wanting to claim another victim after already just cutting through Josh Wolf and Paul Devine, beating them both cleanly in recent weeks. And he and Andrews would just hammer away at LaFave until Paul Devine, of course, ex-other to Timmy Boy, would come in and make the save this Sunday. Sutter and Andrews against Lefebvre and Divine, but right now it is Braxton looking to claim 3 former world champions in as many weeks. The cleaner of the regime, and quite possibly the last man truly loyal to Pat, with Britt and his... There's no doubt in my mind that this man is a future world champion. Made Josh Wolf tap, smack Divine down to the canvas with ease. But does he have to get the better of the first ever Alpha World Champ? A man who has been at odds with the Bloody Brit for months now. Their rivalry going to add yet another chapter this Sunday. But guys, we found out, excuse me, earlier on Monday Night Fusion that Validation, 5 weeks away, will play host yet again in Genesis. But NGW also going to have a place this year. And we heard word that an Elimination Chamber, cross-branded Elimination Chamber, featuring 2 superstars from Fusion, 2 from NGW, and 2 from Genesis, will take place. The winner earning a point for their respective brand, as well as earning a future world title shot on their brand, guys. And that tag team match this Sunday at Exodus, the winning team will be the 2 representatives for Genesis inside of either Braxton Sutter and Chris Andrews, or Tim Lefebvre and Paul Devine will represent the yellow brand at Validation inside of the Devil's Domain. I mean, either team is going to be the pick, but it can only be one. But for right now, Braxton Sutter has his eyes locked firmly on Timmy Boy. James rings that bell, and let's get it on right out of the gate with a pop-up spine buster. I'm sure Paul Devine knew that Chris Andrews was going to try to come out here, so the Asian Gen brothers back. I mean, I can't think of a more unholy alliance. Oh, look at that. Sent packing. Chris Andrews going to help him up to the seat. Yeah, see you bye, but Tim's not going to give him a moment to rest. Watch out for Britt. If he tries to get involved, it could lead to a disqualification. We've already had one tonight. Tim Lefebvre, guys, has got the bull by the horns early on, but the cleaner not having it, tries for a gut wrench suplex. It is shut down almost immediately. For Chris Andrews, Tim Lefebvre, and Paul Devine, they have all competed in an Elimination Chamber before in their careers. Britt has been in 2 and he's won both of them. Tim's been in 1, he won it, where he became the first ever Out World Champion. And Divine has been in 1, which he unfortunately did not win. If Braxton Sutter steps inside the Elimination Chamber, quite honestly, I pity the 5 others that'll be trapped inside of there with him. Good shots. And again, the winner of that Elimination Chamber will score a point for their respective brand, but also, more importantly, will secure a future World Championship match. That could not be understated. Look at this. Braxton Sutter into a Dragon Star. If Tim gets out of it with a couple of well-placed knees to the face, though. Gonna go for that gut wrench suplex he tried for earlier. Let me know, guys. Is there any more lag, or has it been clean, or is there just a little bit? Is it unbearable? Can you not even see what's going on? Make sure to clue me in, because I have no idea. I do not see the stream. Elbow to the face by Sutter. Tim Lefebvre rocked momentarily, and Braxton going to make it to anyhow, but Lefebvre reverses. Goes for a grapple. Sutter is quick. Sutter is, because he's not just this man, but he's quick and agile too. Long Island Slam. Tim Lefebvre might be about to hand Braxton Sutter his first singles loss ever. Sutter's only been pinned twice, and it was in tag team matches. Coney Island Cyclone to Braxton. 1, 2, 3, and Tim got it. Wow. You saw Chris try to pull out referee James, but he was too late. Tim has just floored the cleaner, guys. And after the impressive tear Sutter has been on recently, this is huge. Quite possibly the biggest Cody Island Cyclone I have ever seen, and that's what it was going to take to defeat Braxton Sutter. Here you saw Chris Andrews' perfect angle try to pull out referee James when he was too late, and Tim gets the victory and momentum for him, Paul Devine. Chris Andrews checking on Braxton, and he's got fire in his eyes, looking over at Tim. This Sunday, tag team action. Definitely not going to want to miss it. And this is a match that I have been looking forward to ever since it was announced, guys, as the Police Squad is going to take on one half of the CMV World Tag Team Champions, Reese Ortiz and Tops Newsom. And it's going to be extremely interesting to see if Ortiz and Newsom can stay on the same page, knowing that in just a couple of days, they will be locked inside a Hell in a Cell together, along with Pat LaFave fighting for the Alpha World Championship. But this match coming our way, guys, because it was some weeks ago, Tops Newsom was arrested by the crooked cops on the behalf of Pat LaFave following that huge backstage brawl he had with Bob Luger. And so now Tops is out for revenge. And, well, will Reese help him out or not? It's all about momentum, and they have to work together in order to get it. Still to come, though, throughout the night, Kevin Silva going to go one-on-one with Mike Miles, and Mike's return to Genesis, first time in years. Can't wait for that. We've also got George King going at it with Angelo Babos. King preparing for his clash with Josh Wolf. Anything goes this Sunday at that handicap main event. Brent Angel taking on Matt Devious and Bob Luger all by himself. This is the first time you're seeing the former Fusion Tag Team Champions in act in quite a while. The Dirty Duo always willing to take a payoff, and that's exactly what they did. The heavy lifting for Pat LaFave. John Smith and Bill Jones. Do not tell you this is a dangerous pair. There's a reason they are former champs. And now I'm sure this is a ploy by Pat LaFave and wear down his two challengers even further. I actually had the unfortunate opportunity of running into Pat LaFave earlier tonight, and he said he will show up to Exodus this Sunday to defend his title, and that he's Newsom not taken lightly. But he has no choice but to show up. If he does not, he will be stripped of his championship and fired. You just got to take a step back and think for a second that Pat LaFave has been Alpha World Champion, guys, since the start of this season. He beat Josh Wolf on the first episode of Genesis this season. Over 3 months, Pat LaFave has held the Alpha World Championship. And that's one of the longest reigns of all time. Not the longest, but one of. It's up there. I think the 3rd or the 4th. This, of course, belonging to Chris Andrews, but here he comes, guys, the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational winner. A former trio champion and now one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Alongside Josh Wolf, they won the CMV Tag Team and then beat the ATL in order to capture the gold. Well, they have both got very separate opportunities this at Exodus. All right, after this match, I'm going to stop the stream and restart. Oh, boy, every time that music hits, I get chills up and down my spine. One of the greatest, no, maybe even the greatest in unmatched history. Guys, if Tops Newsome wins the Alpha World Championship this Sunday, he would join a very short list of superstars to hold the unmatched world title, the unmatched global championship, and a title on a main world title on this side of CMV. He'd be the first ever to hold the Alpha World Championship. I believe it may even only be he and Sunshine. And that's if Tops wins. Currently, I think it's only Sunshine that has that accolade. Sunshine, a two-time world champion, and then went over to Unmatched and won both of their titles. Tops, an extremely decorated superstar. He earned his way to the title match this Sunday by winning that Battle Royal, remember? And, well, twice now he was meant to go one-on-one with Pat, but both times Pat outsmarted him. That's not going to happen this Sunday inside the Hell in a Cell. Right now it's Police Squad taking on Ortiz, who's just right in the face of Tops there. Tops not looking very happy about it. Oh, look at this. Bill Jones does not look very happy to be out here in this match. As soon as the bell rang, he was pacing back and forth. Northern Lights suplex, Irish whip now. Jones goes off the ropes. Very well may have just cracked the skull of one half of the Police Squad. Jones gets him in an Irish whip though. Knife edge chop, tosses him out of the corner, off the ropes, drop kick, double boots connecting cleanly to the side of the head. That certainly looked like it hurt. Back body drop. One half of the World Tag Team Champions representing the Rebellion. I mean, there's no doubt that Pat LaFave's regime is dwindling day by day. He's got people leaving him, changing sides. Truly all crumbling down once and for all if he loses the Alpha World title at Exodus. But I'm not counting out Pat. I've seen what Pat can do. He's older in his years, yes, but when he gets in that ring, he is a he's not to be joked around with. Pat LaFave is a viable superstar, serious ability. Bill control of this match, trying to pick Reese Ortiz apart. Seems to be going after that arm of Reese Ortiz, and if you're Ortiz, you do not want to risk an injury just with the biggest match of your career. This is only the second ever world title shot for Reese Ortiz. His first came against Chris Andrews back at Cause and Effect after he won the 4th annual Cyborg Invitation. Love to walk out of Exodus as a double champion, but more importantly, from Pat LaFave. Going after that ankle now. Bill Jones showcasing a very ruthless ability to just pick his opponents apart limb by limb. Joint manipulation. Tag to John Smith down, the former Fusion Tag Team Champions. Thunder Valley, look at the height they got on that. Reese Ortiz went all the way up and came back down again. And Police Squad using their tag team expertise that Reese Ortiz and Tops Newsome have together. Reese Ortiz definitely needs a tag though, and he's going to get it. Here comes Tops Newsome. One of the decorated superstars in all of CMV's history. But he has still got a few prizes he wants on his resume before hanging it up for that Hall of Fame career. And one of them is the Alpha World Championship. Ooh, need these kitchen sinks into a Russian leg sweep. Working that midsection and the lower back at the same time. Tops Newsome putting the team on his back right now. Wants to bring Reese Ortiz back into the mix. Maybe a bit of double team action. Look at Bill Jones arguing with referee James here. Body splashed by the big man. And a win for the Blue Squad here can't be understated. Defeating the two #1 contenders of the Alpha World titles. And one half, of course, of the World Tag Champs. They could have themselves a future shot at Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolf. Escaping the corner, Tom Newsom with a punch to the back of the head. Puts John Smith right back into that corner face. First off the top turnbuckle. There's the tag to Reese Ortiz. Oh, look at this teamwork. Reese using Tom Newsom as a balancing beam to just lay in to John Smith. Super kick to the knee. And again up under the chin. That's just the beginning of the end. Reese Ortiz lining up his shot. Smith's in trouble. There it is, the cutter. And slithers into the pin. Oh, but Bill Jones, sensing his partner's in trouble, makes the save. Tom's gonna force him to pay for that with a hangman's DDT. Ortiz going for a submission. The executioner putting serious pressure on that lower back as well as the back of the neck. Will John Smith tap out? Recall the new rules here in CMV that started earlier this week. There are no more offs. The only way to get a rope break is to have a hand or foot physically on the rope. And the 10 count has been changed to 20 when outside of the ring. Oh man, I've never seen something like that before. A very simple gut buster. How's the lag in this one, guys? Bad? Decent? Bearable? There's the tag made to Bill Jones. You thought Reese would again. Bill Jones and John Smith know each other all too well. Continuing to get the better. Look at this. Picture perfect example of what I'm saying. John Smith opening up Ortiz wide for that knife edge chop. Let's bring John Smith back in, says Bill Jones. Reese Ortiz says, no way. Irish whipper to the corner. Tag to Tom Newsom. No, the Helluva kick. The Helluva kick. From currently one half of the World Tag Team Champs. And the man who very well may walk out of Exodus this Sunday as the Alpha World Champion. There it is again, the cutter, 2-for-1 special. Can Tom Newsom get in to stop John Smith? 1, 2, 3. He doesn't need to. Ortiz seals the deal. Reese Ortiz and Tom Newsom able to stay on the same page. It wasn't easy, but they get the win and the win. And Pat LaFave, I bet you, is shaking in his boots right now. And there was the setup. Helluva kick puts Bill Jones in perfect position for the cutter. And these two even going to share a celebration side by side. But only one of them, if either, can emerge as the world champion this Sunday inside of Hell in a Cell. All right, guys, before this next match begins, I'm going to end the stream and try to fiddle with the quality, and then I will restart, so do not go anywhere, even though there's not a whole lot of you here. Don't you leave. I will be back in only a couple of minutes.